Well, this is going to be a special treat for me. Joining me now is Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, I don't judge anybody for having a kid that maybe goes a little haywire. I've got two kids myself. I hope none of them do, but who knows? I mean, life happens. But I say it is a very big deal that somebody that close to the President of the United States of America has this many problems and Chinese investments still and the emails. I think it is a big deal, but am I wrong on that?
No, you're not. And let's face it, I don't think anybody takes any joy in uncovering and investigating the trials and tribulations of Hunter and Joe Biden. But the fact of the matter is that Joe Biden is now president of the United States. He has known and he has lied about his knowledge of his son's overseas business ventures. And those business ventures could pose a real counterintelligence and extortion risk to the United States of America and to U.S. foreign policy. And the media hasn't owned up to it. They've just dismissed it. It's just unbelievable, really, how this has been covered up and suppressed in media and the social media.
Can you explain, before I move on to this Tony Bobulinski interview and play this clip, but can you explain why this poses a national security risk, a foreign intelligence risk?
Well, we don't know all of the financial foreign entanglements of Joe and Hunter Biden. We simply don't know. And so all of a sudden, you're president of the United States. The Chinese government probably completely knows every financial transaction that the Hunter Biden has ever engaged in China, as does Russia, as do people in Ukraine, in Kazakhstan. And, there's an article in the UK Daily Mail. It's not coming out of the United States. I think it came out of a foreign press outlet, but talking about another 13 or 14 other countries that Hunter Biden was, basically trying to profit off the family name. So we have no idea what is underlying all those financial entanglements, but those foreign governments do know, and they could extort the United States president and his State Department and the government into enacting foreign policies that aren't necessarily in this nation's best interest because of those entanglements.
Oh, gosh. And you brought up the cover-up. I want to play this clip for you real quick, Senator. I'm sure you've heard it. This is Hunter Biden's former business partner.
In dealings with the Chinese, I have heard Joe Biden say that he's never discussed business with Hunter. That is false. I have firsthand knowledge about this because I directly dealt with the Biden family, including Joe Biden. I have also heard that Vice President Biden said on Tuesday that Senator Ron Johnson, the chair of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, should be ashamed for suggesting that Biden family sought to profit from their name. Well, here are the facts I know, and everything I'm saying is corroborated by emails, WhatsApp chats, agreements, documents, and other evidence.
Senator, are you ashamed?
No, not at all. I feel completely vindicated. Now Hunter is entering the art world and selling his paintings to as much as $500,000 to anonymous buyers. Like that doesn't represent a conflict of interest. That's nothing that the President Biden's not or shouldn't be concerned about. This is beyond absurd. And of course, there are conflict of interest. And of course, the Biden family was profiting off the Biden name. You can't explain how Burisma would pay Hunter Biden close to $4 million, possibly over $4 million for being on the board. What did he bring to the table? Absolutely nothing other than the connection, the Biden family name, and some kind of a favor sometime in the future.
Senator, okay, all this looks terrible. The artwork thing in particular just absolutely reeks of possible foreign money and foreign influence when they want to remain anonymous. But is any of this illegal? I mean, if it's not illegal, how can it not be illegal?
Well, if there is actually a quid pro quo, we heard that term time and time again, it possibly could be. But in terms of his artwork, that's not necessarily foreign interest. It could be. But it could be wealthy individuals just in America that are looking for some type of tax break or some type of regulatory easement. We have no idea. It really should be certainly not allowed, and it should be fully disclosed.
Senator, you brought up this obviously could possibly buy some influence, with the President of the United States of America and our foreign adversaries. What have we seen out of the Biden administration so far as it relates to Russia, as it relates to China? Has he been soft on them?
Yeah, we've seen weakness. We see him crawling to the table, hoping that the Ayatollahs in Iran will let us back into an awful deal. He went ahead and basically waived any sanctions against the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which poses a real geopolitical threat to Europe, and just gave that to Russia, no concessions whatsoever. In terms of China, I'm not seeing him effectively push back on China's malign actions, whether it's in Hong Kong or the theft of all of our intellectual property in terms of cyber attacks and that type of thing. So you see across the board, whether it's the Hamas in firing rockets into Gaza, whether you see the actions of China over Taiwan, you just see these countries testing the Biden administration, and what they see is what they perceive as weakness, and that's what President Biden is basically showing them.
Why? Why is he so weak? I guess I struggle with this because, okay, Joe Biden's a left-winger. He and I are not going to agree on really probably anything as far as issues go, but how does it benefit them to have the United States of America get pushed around by the Ayatollahs of all people? Why? Why be weak?
Well, first of all, he shares a worldview that President Obama had, and President Obama didn't really view America as an exceptional country that should really exert its influence on the rest of the world. And I'm frequently reminded of Obama's Defense Secretary, Robert Gates, the comment he made about Joe Biden. He's been wrong on every major foreign policy, national security issue for the last 40 years. That's not only a description of the past, it's also a prediction for the future as well.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.